Hey, how's it going, everybody? St. Cross here, coming at you with another video. Today, 12 midnight, and into Friday, the weekend gala event um, coming, which has already been activated, is the Novemberfest event. And if you're familiar with gift codes, that's all you need to type in, Novemberfest, one word, and you should get your first 10 tokens for this event. And the tokens for this event are, let's see, the beer, freshly brewed beer. So you get 10 of those off the bat. And you get 3 more for logging in today. So it might be confused, like it's already only 12 midnight, but why are these things available to us? That's because there are 2 refreshes. The first refresh is at midnight, which refreshes all the login events for for the server, like these login events, also for um, some of the premium content, anything that involves uh, an event will refresh on at 12 midnight. And then there's a 4 a.m. refresh, which refreshes the content itself, like the dailies, the daily quests, the daily dungeons. Those reset at 4 o'clock. So if, like for example, if I access the what's that? The Drasul market, it's refreshed 12 midnight. All right. So anything that has to do with markets and all that kind of stuff. So let's go into the Novemberfest. This is the purpose of this video. I wanted to get this out there as soon as possible. Because as a newbie, I made some pretty bad mistakes. I really underestimated, this weekend gala event thing that they had, and it took me about 2 or 3 weeks to actually catch on. Like, hey, this seems to be happening on a weekly basis, and I could actually change my playing style to get the most out of this event. What and as I've mentioned in my previous videos, one of the things that you need to do, absolutely do, in order to get the most out of this event is to save up on some stuff. Your bead hunt tickets and your universal hunting tickets, your gear keys. Those 3 things are going to be super valuable during this event because aside from using them for their respective functions, you also get points. And that's the whole thing. These kinds of events, they revolve around this tab here, the item redeem tab, and this is where you can get some super cool stuff for free. Well, in exchange of tokens instead of the bound diamonds. So by default, you notice that I had like the 10 tokens from the gift code, which is Novemberfest, and 3 tokens for logging in, and already have 13 tokens which I can use to purchase some stuff already. But we're not going to do that. And one of the main reasons I wanted to create this video is so that you guys can understand what I usually prioritize in these kinds of events. And sometimes these things actually change. But I usually go into an event and with something in mind, like what do I really need to upgrade my character significantly? What has the most value? Now, for y'all who are starting out, remember my Drasul video. This is where you get the Drasouls for free, and you get some super cool Drasouls here. It's right here, the optional orange Drasul chest, and it's optional meaning you get to choose. It's not random, so you can get to choose. You can get all 6 of these if you wanted to, but of course that's not too realistic. You can get 2 or 3. And the first one that I usually get is this one, which goes because it has hit rate. So if you go for if you get 50 of these, then I would go for this one. If you don't have an orange artifact yet, I would probably go for this. All right. These 2 are, this is the good buy if you don't have an orange artifact, or if you're looking for a duplicate artifact because all of your oranges are now fully upgraded to their maximum at 1 star. So the next one you're going to draw here is going to be used for that as a feeder. Um, what else helped me out a ton here? When I started, this is actually where I got my other god, my Tamamo god. Looks like there isn't a god today, this week, so which I'm not too worried about because I have my eyes set on something totally different. So an SR partner, what does it do? It gives boss damage 2%. Nah. What about this one? What do you do? Ooh, fatal hit. All right, fatal hit is like an additional 100%, I think. So maybe this one is actually pretty good. But you need to do some math here. 50 times 15. You know, you're gonna end up just buying this one thing, and unless you totally don't need anything else, you might want to double check, all right, before you go for it. If there was a god here that I didn't have, I would probably also go for that. Usually a god shard would cost 15 tokens each. 10 to 15 actually, depending on the god. It changes. So for 600 tokens, you can get a god. 600 to 900 tokens. All right. So what are these things that we're looking at on the next row? This by far, so far, is the only way I know how you can get the Starline and Helix pieces for your Gaia. All right. Remember those two in my Gaia video? I showed you my Aegis, which doesn't have these pieces here. That's where they go. That's where you can get them. All right. So like I said, this event is super important if you want to complete some certain content that you've unlocked so far in your game. So for this week, you get the Fire Helix. Fire Helix. You get the Starline Aegis for your Fire Gaia. Gaia. I'm getting my words mixed up. You get your Starline Aegis for your Fire Aegis. What am I saying? You get the idea. And then here you get Helix as well. So those two pieces. But the catch here is if you're not yet at the Fire Temple, don't buy these. That would be stupid. Right? So for now, I think on our server, I'm only up to Thunder, and buying these would be pointless for me. Useless. Totally useless. Let's see. The Guardian Pink Index Pack. So the index is pretty interesting. These are the book entries that you can collect throughout the game by hunting stuff for the magical creatures. And so far, Guardian Spirit and Heavenly Weapon, so far those have only become available for me during when purchasing stuff. They come as a bonus, and you can usually choose from a set number of things. So not really impressed by it. Maybe if it's pink, but let's see. Yeah. Let's look for something with hit or evasion or something like a percentage increase. Tenacity, smash HP, fixed attack, fixed defense, crit. There's nothing here that that would say this is OP. Granted that this CP is not accurate, it's probably going to be more the higher level you are, and the more percentage stats bonus you've got on your character. But I don't think this is something that you want to go and spend 488 tokens for. So that's a no. Optional Eternal HP Soul Box. Let's check it out. So yeah, pink is really good. Always, as if you've noticed in this game, pink is the highest quality of any item that you can get. But I wouldn't go for this one since you kind of end up breaking your set, and unless what you get here is more, it is significantly more. It can make up for what you lose from your whatever set you've equipped, like a set of 6 souls or 6 purple souls or 6 gold souls. Um, I wouldn't, I wouldn't go for it. Um, the evasion bonus. Now, if you have like 3 of these lying around, which I don't think you would this early in the game, um, then buying a 4th piece would absolutely make the top of my list. And that's because of this bonus here, right here, 27,000 evasion. That's worth it. Um, and that's worth breaking your 6 piece. You basically end up with 2 sets. 2 pieces of whatever you had, and 4 pieces of your pink ones, right? But if it were like the other way around, if you only have 2 pieces, 1 extra piece lying around, and you're gonna get your 2nd piece, you're gonna sacrifice the block rate, the crit damage, and the fixed damage. So no. Right, so that's highly unlikely. What about these spirit shards here? Not really. I'm not too worried about that. Just check that one out. Optional orange Drasouls chest. So yeah, so far these two are, if you're just starting out in the game and you're lacking in these two categories, go for it. Since there isn't a god available, that just makes choosing these two easier. Never go for the baby costume. I've never seen that useful. The origin tokens, not even. Guardian Red Index. Now, even since the pink one didn't impress us, I don't think the red one will impress us either. So, CP is half. The same kind of stats, the flat stats that don't really. Oh wait, evasion. Not really. Evasion 1,000. You kidding me? Do the math. 1,000 evasion to spend 150 on this versus filling up, buying. Oops, what am I doing? Versus buying 3 of these for the same number of tokens, 150, and getting 12,500 a piece. And then you also get a chance of getting evasion skills here, hit skills here, all that cool stuff over here. So no brainer. That would be a waste. Alright. Did I cover everything? Red Dragonish gift pack. Alright, so when do you get this? I wouldn't. Oh, well, I would. Actually, I would if I wasn't aiming for something else. I'm sorry, I misspoke. When do you go for this? If you already have the maximum number of souls, right? Because in your Drasoul system, you can only deploy as much. Unless you can go with 3 or 4 if you want to unlock this one for 1,000 diamonds right away. But that's as far as you can go. There's no point in getting more than you can equip, right? For me personally, I would go for 4, even if I only have 3 slots. Why is that? Right, I only have 3 slots. I can only equip 3, but I would go for 4. And the reason I'd go for 4 orange stuff, and this is totally up to you. One of those you're not going to equip all the time, and that would be the XP Drasoul. Block penetration, hit rate, power resistance. I think it's the wing. This one. Alright, so it's the wing. That gives an XP buff of 10%. So I just bought that out with the tickets that I won. I got 50 extra tickets lying around, used it, and whenever I do the dungeons, the XP dungeons, whenever I'm botting, I switch that around. When I'm doing PvP or trying to clear content, boss content, I unequip that and put my other Drasouls in. That makes sense? Alright. So when you have like a set of those, like 4 of them already, then you can go and equip, go with this one, which is going to cost you significantly more. But the reason why they cost more is because one, they're red quality, but 2, their percentage increases. So they scale. The stronger your character gets, the more these take effect. And super useful, especially for certain stats like evasion and hit rate. Uh, was there an XP one for this? No, there isn't. Dream on. Well, XP is already percentage based, so what am I thinking? Power damage and power damage reduction. Alright. So for me, oh, this is also where you can get your advanced glyph essence for the second, for Mythic S2 ages into Mythic S3. This is one of the places that you can get it for. Um, a complete glyph essence. Let me check if I have that. Nope. Oh yeah, I do think I have. It's in my storage. So it's an advanced glyph solvent. Mythic S2 ages into Mythic S3. And then what's this one about? So if that was Mythic S2 to Mythic S3, that one is a solvent and this one is an essence. Let's check it out. Solvent. Maybe it's the one that goes up a level from Mythic, not from Mythic, from... So you use solvents to make S3 guardians, and then it's probably making the S3 into whatever this is. I don't know. I'll let you know as soon as I find out. Alright, so that's the item redeem tab. Now how on earth do you get more of these? You get more of that as you stay online. So let's check that out. Benefits. Go here. Huh. Difference. Ooh. I'm pretty sure there was a way you could get universal tickets for free. Could it be here? Ah, there you go. So that you can get a maximum of, well, not that one, the daily activities. You can get a maximum of 35 for 35 tickets for this one. So if you have not been using your tickets for 2 days, you should have like 105 of these lying around somewhere. If I check my storage, they should be all there. See 105. And but you have to be careful. You have to use this. One of these is going to expire. Oh no, this one expired. So only 2 days actually. I'm sorry. So 70 of these are going to make it to the event if you don't use them for 2 consecutive days. 3, the one that one of them is going to expire. So that's plus 70 tickets. Partner advance, daily activity. What does this do? Nothing here. Training. Well, that's going to be unlocked at the 4 o'clock mark. Let's get these out of the way. I wish there was like a feature that would allow you to, those pop-ups not to show up. Because sometimes it's super annoying. Let's claim these Drasul material. Alright, I guess we're done. let me now show you how I would go about it. I think I have to explain the Carnival Gala part, and this is where you get a lot of those tokens for completing tasks. And so don't be discouraged by this, which where it says to top up 240 and top up 1,500 if you're not a regular paying, customer. If you do your dailies, you could get a maximum of 80. Why 80? There's 20 daily quests. Do that for 4 days, which is the entire duration. You get you get 80 points. Gear hunt. If you've been saving your keys, use them all now. You get 2 points for each key that you use. XP dungeons. For non-VIP players, you get 2 per day. All right. And for 4 days, you get what? 2, 4, 6, 8. So 8 times 5, you get 40 points from here if you're not non-VIP. If you can do a refresh, then of course, obviously you get 15 more points. 6, 15, 20 more points. Partner dungeons, yes, you can definitely do this. 3 points per partner dungeon. I think you get two of those per day. And if you can refresh up, VIP 4, I think it's a refresh, I think, or 1 VIP refresh or 2. Gold dungeons, yeah. Even though these are super boring, do them, right? Gear dungeons. So this one, yeah, you get 3 of those per day, and do that for 4 days. You can get 15. Right, 3 of those, 3, 9, 9 times 3, 27. One thing that I can tell you is that the assists count. So if you do an assist, you can get this number up quickly. Complete the arena, 2 points each. You get 10 per day. So for 4 days, you get 80 points. And that will, yeah, that's a lot already. Airship escorts, right? So you want to do this as well. Boss ruins, absolutely. Boss hunt, yeah. What else? So these bosses, isn't on an entry level. How many times you enter the thing. So this doesn't mean go in and then go into the ghostdom 10 times. This means just kill 10 bosses inside the ghostdom, right? For the bosses, all the boss related stuff, kill them 10 times and you should be good. Bead hunt. So yeah, pretty good source of points because 4 points each. So if you've been saving your bead hunt tickets, never do the XP library. That for me is a waste of resources. Trinity War, that happens like 3 times or 4 times a week. But it looks like you'll only be able to do it once for the entire event. So if you miss that, you miss 10 points. Peak Arena, if you miss it, you miss 10, miss 10 points as well, and then Jungle Escape. So as you can see, the more points, the more of these events, the more active you are, the better the chances of you getting at least up to 600 points for this. And if you get 600 points, you get these, it's a chain reaction really. You get universal lucky ticks, and then you get the bead hunt, you get 3 bead hunt ticks here, you get keys here. Then you go back and use those if you still have enough, if you still have points to claim. And then for the tickets, where do you use them? Use them here. And you get a chance to actually get more of those tokens. So for 20, you get the XP dungeon count ticks from this place. And the neat thing about doing it here is, like I said, it's a chain reaction. If you use your universal tickets here, you might get the Daltex tickets, and then you go here. So when you go here, you have a chance to win more of those tokens. I think you should, or I did not see it. Oh, there they are. So you get 20, 10, 5. This is all that I'm interested in getting. I'm really, I'm even more interested in getting those than these, these top or limited, limited rewards. Those are just a bonus. If I get them, yeah, sweet, cool. But if I get these, I'm actually happier. because it gets me closer to my goal for this week. What else can we do? If you get these God Summon Shard cards, don't use them. Just save them up. Save them up for a god that matters to you. Right? Where's that god? Right here. So Poseidon, probably interested in getting Poseidon now because I don't have him yet. Maybe I'm gonna use it. Maybe I'm gonna use my god tickets. So look at that, 100 god tickets, god summoning stuff. Haven't been using. So yeah, that's how I would do this event. I'd go for the orange Drasouls and the artifact if I don't have any. All right. So hope this is helpful. Cheers.